I recently rewatched the classic Baki series, and a question came to mind. At what point did Yujiro first activate his demon back? This is a question that still doesn't have an official answer. Even in the manga, nothing has been said about it. But based on certain aspects of the series, we may be able to find an answer. In the series, it is shown that Yujiro was already able to use the demon back since he was 16 years old. What we don't know is whether he was able to do it when he wanted to. During his participation in the war, Yujiro was able to defeat an entire army by himself. This confirms that at the age of 16, the ogre was already at the current level of his son Baki. Although this is a theory, let's remember that in the Baki series there is no real power scale. And as I said before, the fact that Yujiro at the age of 16 could already use the demon back doesn't mean that he can master this power to perfection. Recall that Baki also could not use this power at will. In his case, the demon back activated itself. In fact, most of the time Baki awakened this ability after he was beaten up. Therefore, it is very likely that at that time Yujiro was not really aware of this power. Perhaps it was during that conflict that the ogre activated the demon back for the first time. I think that being under a great numerical disadvantage, he felt overpowered, and it was at that moment that his Hanma blood began to awaken. In fact, if we think about it, maybe Yujiro himself thought that there was no better way to awaken his demon back than this war. Another theory that fans have been running is that Yujiro first awakened this power during the fight against his father, Yujiro. This is also an acceptable theory, and it is actually curious if we take into account that Baki at 13 years old faced Yujiro for the first time. This would explain why Yujiro at the age of 16 could already use this power. This would mean that Yujiro was actually expecting Baki to do the same during their first fight. This would also be a quite reasonable reason for the ogre to decide to end Emi's life. This way, he wanted to put more motivation into Baki. We all know that Yujiro is a prodigious warrior. The guy gets stronger with each passing day. Sometimes, he doesn't even need to train to keep getting stronger. If we remember well, there is a chapter in which Yujiro is a baby and still manages to kill a poisonous frog. And as it is explained, this frog was the most poisonous frog on the planet. Its poison was capable of killing several people in an instant. I don't know about you, but for me it is not unreasonable to think that Yujiro could already use his demon back since he was a baby. Personally, I prefer the option where Yujiro confronts his father, and after a brutal fight, he finally awakens his Hanma blood. No doubt it will remain a topic of debate among the fan community for a long time to come. Anyway, I would like to know your opinion about it. So if you have a theory about how the ogre could get this power, share it with us in the comment box. Also, if you want me to talk about a specific topic for the next videos, feel free to leave your opinion. You can also ask a question and I will try to answer in my next video. And well friends, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you liked it. I hope you have a nice day or night. See you soon.